We're going to read Job 15, a little bit of it anyway. Then Eliphaz, the Temanite, answered and said, should a wise man answer with empty knowledge and fill himself with the east wind? Should he reason with unprofitable talk, or by speeches with which he can do no good? Yes, you cast off fear and restrain prayer before God, for your iniquity teaches your mouth, and you choose the tongue of the crafty. Your own mouth condemns you, and nor I. Yes, your own lips testify against you. Are you the first man who was born, or were you made before the hills? Have you heard the counsel of God? Do you limit wisdom to yourself? What do you know that we do not know? What do you understand that is not in us? Both the gray-haired and aged are among us, much older than your father. Are the consolations of God too small for you? Are the consolations of God too small for you, and the words spoken gently with you? Why does your heart carry you away, and what do your eyes wink at, that you turn your spirit against God, and let such words go out of your mouth? Now right here what it says, should a wise man answer with empty knowledge? Basically saying they don't know, and fill himself with the east wind, and fill himself with gossip. Should he reason with unprofitable talk? Basically, what's being done to me? Group people belittle when somebody's fabricating stories up just to get a temporary loan, a temporary fix. That's basically what that is. You're gonna get a temporary fix. They always making some adjustments, ain't they? My ancestors now always making some adjustments. Yeah, you're gonna get a temporary fit. Basically, what it is, like the words, I think these adjustments be with women. It's like they hook me up with certain women and the silk of the skin change. Well, I just say that, but I'm sure it's social media stuff. But I like to say it like that too. But like I said, everything started in the spiritual before the physical. So it wouldn't happen in the physical unless it was going on in the spiritual. I've been living like this for too long, y'all. I've been going through this for too long. I had no choice. It was like they want you to invest in homicide, suicide, or lose your mind. But you ain't gotta do none of that. You can just give it to God. You can look at that like I said, I looked at it like century struggle. And I just give my time to God. If it's a century struggle, it's something in a past lifetime. Nothing can happen to you unless the divine let it happen. So if it's a century struggle, it's a past lifetime curse that you gotta deal with and tolerate. So you can fight. It ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna change about it. And like I said, it's a couple ways it could change, but the devil be on all fours to keep that change from occurring. So that change may not come to play. Yeah, I might not change this site. I ain't messing with it. There's too much going on it for me to mess with it. I'm gonna just let them have it. Cause I'm tired of doing it. Every time I do it, I only get like 3 months before somebody take over. Anyway, I'm not doing that no more. Cause I gotta go out here and ask people to use their cards. I gotta use other people's information. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, cause they unalive me. You know what I'm saying? They unalive me, so ain't nothing I was just observing how it's a few people that got unalive. I don't know what happened, bro. It seemed like they always have done it, but it seemed like this time they unalived too many people. They unalived too many people. I know that might not be it, but they did. some people unalive don't know. Some people unalive don't know. What I mean by that is, some people will introduce you to prostitution, hoeing, drugs, something to keep your mind disoriented, something to distract your attention long enough before you can actually evolve into killing yourself. That's self-suicide too. When you just do drugs, you can still be alive, but you dead. You like, so because when they go and observe, if somebody is overlooking your status, overlooking your situation, all the people got to tell them is that, well, they on drugs though. Oh, they on drugs. It's always somebody paying attention. It's always somebody observing. It's always somebody looking over another's shoulder, even if they know it or not. So when these people come around, they say, oh, this person on drugs though, that's why. Oh, they on drugs. Or this person sick, real bad, ill sick. Oh, this person real bad, ill sick. Like they bought me a bed, a little doctor bed. It looked like a bed. It looked like a bed, a hospice bed. That's what they wanted me on first time, hospice bed. You know, they went as far as getting me a oh my God. They went as far as getting me a hospice bed. They got me a hospice bed. Lord. I got rid of it. I said this ain't gonna work right here. And it was they needed me to stay in the house or whatever. So when people come and talk to them, well, what's wrong with this person? This person's sick and ill. They don't even come outside. And they needed me to eat high blood pressure food. High blood pressure food keep you in the hospital, keep you in the house, keep you in the bed too. So you just go without eating, basically. you pray to God, and God gonna give you the power and the ability to go without none of that stuff. Go without eating, drink through anything. You go without. You just pray to God, and He'll give you the power. Anyway, and they had me signing all these papers, but I ain't even sign. I thought it was insurance paper when I was ill. Having my neck surgery. They had me doing these yeah, they had me doing them all. We need you to die, stay dead. And what it is, it look like they blackmailed each other. Everybody blackmailed each other, slept with each other and all that. And whoever that blackmailed them, he called that person and said, well, you can't go back to him because you done been with me now. And you don't want me to tell him what all you've been doing, all the stuff you did with me. You probably didn't even do that with him. So they all participated in the unalivement. But man, like I said, my ex-fiance came here and she said something slick, kind of told on everybody. It was years ago though. And she said, you effed up. I ain't seen her in 15 years. She popped up out of nowhere talking about you effed up. She shouldn't even still been in my energy. She told on herself then. You effed up, child. You know, you think you is. Girl, you the reason your family lost everything. Your family lost everything because of that bad karma you kept bringing into their house. Girl had 1,000 acres. They had race cars and everything. There wasn't no reason for all that. I hope you done got your life together. Like I said, there was one female that I was cool with, and I should have stayed with, but I left her and went to my ex-wife, and that was the biggest mistake of my life. I should have never did that. I should have never did that. Me and her were really perfect for each other, but we were just friends with benefit, you know. And she had her own thing going on, I did too, but we winded up liking each other though. And I left her, I don't know what I was thinking about. I left her and went straight to the devil. So you gotta be careful, y'all, when you got loved ones out there. You got somebody. I was the same way like a lot of people are today, bro. I thought they didn't meet the description. I thought she didn't meet the description. And I was so wrong. I knew she did in my heart of hearts. But I was still young, thinking I need to do this, do that. But I was so wrong. God on the bring, like I said, God on the bring around love so often. It don't come around like lust do. Lust always there. And all you got, way I tell people to test lust, if somebody leave you for lust, cut that person out. As hard as it may be, cut that person out. I know you like to hear when she call you, or when he call you, you love to hear their voice, blah, blah, blah. When that person call you, say, look, don't call me no more if you don't mind. We through now. Ain't no point in calling. Do it respectfully. She gonna lash out, or he gonna lash out after. Let him do that. That's a front anyway. And go ahead and just shut him off. And say, just leave him alone. And wait about 3 weeks. Everything always happen in 3. Wait about 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 days, something like that. What? And you gonna see that relationship that she left you for turn into a disaster. Because it was all a game anyway. It's almost like getting married for better or worse. It's like y'all gonna get tested for that better or worse. I don't care if you're rich or poor. And it's gonna happen to each one of y'all. If it happens to one, that the man might pass the test, and then again the man might fail the test. But after the man passed the test, the relationship's still together. Later, it's gonna happen to the woman, and it's probably gonna happen when y'all both need each other income, when y'all both need something from one another, when y'all both is actually sharing income, sharing financial stability, sharing some kind of stability. It's gonna happen in that energy. And then, could y'all fight y'all? Could y'all work y'all way through them issues? That right there, if you can work your way through them issues, it's gonna happen to both of you. So don't even expect to think you got over that hill until it actually happened to both of you. Don't expect bad to happen. I ain't saying that. I'm just telling you wisdom in it. Until you get over that hill, which is normally after it done touched both of y'all, it's test time, trial and tribulation. But once it done happen to both of y'all, and both of y'all done passed the test successfully, then it's gonna become a successful relationship. It's gonna be a long-lasting relationship. But it's gonna happen. That better or worse part is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It might not be as bad, but it's gonna happen. And it's gonna always test on the nerve that you probably praying for it not to happen. God don't like fear. It's like whatever you feel gonna come to fruition. My father don't like fear. I'm just glad I got over this relationship stuff a long time ago, man. I had a little online girlfriend, but I think she left. She gone now. We was together about 3 years, I feel like. I ain't never had a girlfriend in my life, but I felt like she was a little online girlfriend. But I think she gone now. I ain't heard from her no more. I ain't felt her energy anyway. I ain't felt her presence no more. But and then them losers came back in my energy. Losers that already got losers. Pit bulls eating each other. I keep saying to y'all, come up. Y'all ain't gonna pull up. Y'all probably would pull up. If you did pull up, it'd be good if you did pull up. And when you pull up, you're gonna find out maybe you just shouldn't have pulled up. Maybe you just shouldn't have pulled up. Maybe you just shouldn't have pulled up. Make sure you bring your protection. Maybe you just shouldn't have pulled up. Maybe you just shouldn't have pulled up. Make sure you bring your protection. But yeah, but the way God is, the way God do things. I love myself as a guy, bro. I be turning that love. I turn that so much for God, bro. Often. Yeah, you say, what time I with God? Like, now, you know if you get with this person, I'm gone. He ain't say not gone like that, but so far as the relationship. I hurry up and self-sabotage. I ain't gonna do that no more, though. It took me a minute to get back right after that. But it probably was a gift from God. That's why I said I wouldn't do it no more. But sometimes God give me stuff. Sometimes God give me stuff, you know. And I self-sabotage. It's good, but it ain't bad that I self-sabotage it. That's like I heard somebody today. I read a message today, say, you God, you don't have to ask for stuff. And that's true. Like I can ask for anything and it's gonna come around. Even the people who robbed me. If I wanted something from the people who robbed me, all I gotta do is think about it, and that person gonna bring it around. It's like, I ain't wanting for nothing. I don't want for nothing. It's like, all I gotta do is think about it. I ain't gotta say it out my mouth, and all I gotta do is think about it. And that's why I like to just go around and ask for cigarettes and stuff. It just being social. I can go get my own cigarette if I want them, but for one, it's just to be social. For two, it's because I don't want to smoke that much. If I ain't got them, I won't smoke them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost about that time for me to quit. They about to change this jacket, and I ain't finna have to smoke no more. See, I learned all that from getting on drugs, getting on cigarettes, drinking, and stopping. Getting on it and stopping, getting on it and stopping and stopping. I'm talking about big time stuff. I'm talking about pumping the brake, cold turkey. Now, after tapering off or something the right way, you can cold turkey at any time. So let's say I'm smoking weed for about 2 years, 6 months. And I make a day, I be like, okay, well, I'm finna get ready to stop smoking weed. I'm finna get ready to chill with smoking weed. And I start putting in the necessary, I start implementing the necessary things I need to do to stop smoking. And by the time that window of time come around, I won't be smoking weed. And I do it, I have reasons. It's like, then I realized it's some kind of jacket, it's a spiritual jacket. And it was just training me through trials and tribulations, basically, and warfare. It could be sex too. Like, I might go through a season where I get these, this before I got in this unalive state, I might go through a season where I get these random women that come up, different women, just different types of women. And I gotta choose between the women, which woman is good, which one is bad, which one is healthy for me, which one not healthy for me. Then I gotta learn how to cut the relationship off respectfully, properly, as well as actually introducing myself into a relationship the right way. All that stuff, I learned all that stuff when I was young, bro. I learned that when I was young. I don't know what made me I guess because I was alone, and the people around me made sure I stayed alone. So I just built this relationship with the spiritual realm. I built a relationship with God, and God started introducing me to more in-depth in the spiritual realm. That's why I don't like when people, it mostly be over-righteous people, but I don't like when people think they, you need to, I'm talking directly to God. God telling me exactly what to do. So you can't tell me what to do and what not to do. We kind of figured that was gonna happen though, because of this image that they gave my brother Jesus Christ. But some of it's off a little bit, and it's all good though. But some of it's off a little bit. At the end of the day, we all are angels having a human experience. So at some time or point, my brother had to have a human experience to even understand, to even perfect the situation that he was in, and get up to the elevate to the point to where everybody respect and talk about today. In other words, he had to learn the hard way as well. It's an angel in a human body. You know what I'm saying? That human vessel, the soul got to discipline the vessel so the spirit can talk to the soul, so the soul can tell the vessel what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the spiritual and the physical, all tied into one another now. It's all tied into one another now. It's all tied together, you know. But yeah, I ain't gonna change. I'm just let y'all keep giving the energy to whoever y'all giving the energy. It don't even matter. My job is to save souls. Like I said, if I do all that, I gotta ask people for this. And that's while I'm reading that message, I shouldn't have to ask nobody for nothing. You right. It's the problem. The problem is somebody unaligned me and they using my good karma. They stole my good karma. They stole my energy. They stole my money. They stole my life. And that's why justice is here now. And ain't nothing gonna be fixed for nobody until they straighten up this energy right here. Ain't nothing gonna go right for nobody until they straighten up this energy right here. The only people probably got things going right for them is the ones that's trying to help fix this energy right here. Cause you can't, God, that's playing God. You can't do that. It's an old book somewhere that somebody need to put down. That's why I tell people certain books, you can't read them, bro. They'll take your soul away as soon as you start trying to read them. You might as well just put them on display. If I got a hold to that book, I'm giving it to the Vatican for free. Bury this too if you don't mind. Shit.